Yay, there we go. Good.
Sweet.
Perfect.
All right, I've already got my notes set up, so I'm going to hit go live and we're just going to move through.
Sure, sounds good. Thank you.
Oh, no, thank you. I love doing this. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. I know I've been live a couple times in the last few days. I'm excited to be back. So happy New Year to those of you that are starting to slowly check in. I know that I am still on a slow check-in, so I'm not ready to jump back in. And as a lot of you are learning, I'm back in New Orleans for a couple of months. So I'm anchoring into something new. And I am delighted for those of you that are just catching me for the first time, and I know that we're on my page, but Mary Gooden, CEO and founder of Divine Destiny Publishing, Sacred Wellness Advisor, and so many things that relate to me serving eternally for the rest of this lifetime. Without having to give myself too many labels, because, right, Jennifer, labels just get us all confused anyway. So welcome, my friend Jennifer Spohr, who we have connected much deeper in the last couple of months, and I'm super excited about that and learning more about one another and our commonalities. And I was so close to the physical connection. And Montana, Jennifer doesn't live in Montana. She lives really close to the state line, but there was so much snow when I was there in November and December that I felt like, for safety purposes, it would be wise for me to just come back in the spring and see her myself. So welcome, Jennifer. Thank you so much for being here. And today, as you might have read, we are really going deeper into Akashic wisdom. I'm going to let Jennifer speak in just a hot second about it, but this is a big topic, and this is a big gift that she has, that she's sharing this year with all of us, to really tap into your life, to creating your life, and to really tap into what I talk about a lot is the soul's journey, which is a big platform that Jennifer offers in Akashic Wisdom and beyond. But now is the time. The days of, well, I'll do it in a couple of months, or I'll do it next year, is you just telling your dream, I'll look at you some other time. So without further ado, Jennifer, share with us who you are, where you are, and why Akashic wisdom, why leading others through this soul's journey in this modality is so important to you.
Oh, first of all, thanks for the warm welcome. I'm just so thrilled and excited to be here co-creating with you. We just always have so much fun in our connection and interactions. I love it. And this is going to be fun today too. So for those who might not know me, as Mary said, I'm Jennifer Spohr, and I'm a spiritual mentor, a channel, and an Akashic Records trauma-informed master consultant. And I also teach the Akashic Records. To put it very simply, the Akashic Records are essentially the storehouse of information for your soul. So it's your soul's it's a record of all of your soul's experiences, past, present, future events, incarnations, lifetimes, emotions, beliefs. Everything resides in your Akashic records. And the reason why I am here talking about this today is because I'm very passionate about the Akashic records, which is what led me to make the decision to begin teaching them to others. When I first started learning how to access my own Akashic records, I had already been on a spiritual path, on my ascension journey consciously for many years, actually, and invested in tons of coaches, teachers, therapy programs, all the things, right? Likely a lot of the people that are watching this are very invested in their own growth as well. And I felt drawn to the records, which is usually what happens. You feel kind of a pull and feel curious about it, right? And so I basically taught myself how to access the Akashic records. And then I came across this amazing mastery program and an opportunity to to dive a lot deeper. And let me tell you, despite having invested in all of these other coaches and teachers and programs and growth, when I learned the records, it opened up a whole other level, a whole other portal for me in terms of my ascension and my growth. And I want to just kind of pause right there to say that the depth of the meaning of that is tremendous. It's huge, because even in the personal development industry and even in the spiritual communities, we still very much have a culture of putting a band-aid on transformation. So we can be very reactionary to our growth opportunities, right? So if you want to have more money, you focus on that. Or if you want a divine life partner, you focus on that, right? That's what so many of us do. And I've been there as well. Healing and obtaining guidance through the record keepers, through your Akashic records, provides you with deep, sustainable shifts and transformation. And one of the really cool things about it too is that if you have a willingness to grow, a willingness to release, to truly release what no longer serves you, you can experience quantum leaps in healing. I've had clients, I had a recent client who had one session with me and said that her life changed in 25 minutes. And that was in an hour session. So if you're willing, to make those shifts, then you can experience change and transformation very quickly, right? And I talk about transformation and implied change. What I'm really talking about at a deeper level is bringing forward the true essence of you that exists already at a soul level, all of the wisdom that's already there. It's really just, it's not a matter of changing who you are. This work, this path is just peeling back the layers, right, of a society that promotes conformity, of unhealed trauma, of programming and things that just no longer serve you. It's peeling back all of those layers to reveal, fully the light of who you are. And I feel like my answer was maybe, or my intro was a little long-winded, so I'll stop for a second.
No, it's so informative. I mean, I'm just, going in. It's about, at the end of the day and the beginning of the day and the middle of the day and all day, it's about continuing to be willing. And I love that you use that word, to discover who the true essence of you.
Yeah.
And when you see people, perhaps let's just use social media, right? And you can see people shift, people that are aligning more with the true essence of who they are, people that are using modalities such as Akashic wisdom and not only teaching it, such as you, and certifying others in it, but just using it in their own daily practice. You can see the difference. You can hear the difference in the way that we're speaking. And all it takes is the willingness to come back to who you really are. And yeah, you have to let go of, I like to call it the wagon of bullshit that is trailing behind you for the only reason so it would activate you to discover yourself. It's such a neat little
Yes, absolutely. And that's what inspired me to begin teaching. I feel guided to mention as well that there are a lot of different teachers out there that teach the Akashic Records. I took the initiative to learn them on my own and then felt guided actually to take a deeper dive into the Soul Journeys method of the Akashic Records, which was originally created by Jennifer Longmore. And I don't lightly endorse a lot of teachings, right? This one in my experience of studying different methods of Akashic Records, this one has by far been the most robust and life-changing, which is what inspired me to actually teach it to others. Because although it's beneficial for us to invest in support and to receive support from others, there's a balance of feeling that connection and collaboration and support of others, but at the same time, having a healthy relationship with your own power.
Mm.
And that's what these teachings do. That's what working in your own Akashic Records does. It enhances that relationship with your power and provides you with that sustainable growth and expansion. And this is also not just for people who are first starting out on their journey, right? As you know, and as I'm sure others that are watching this or listening to this know, we're eternal students, and there's always a next level of expansion. There's always a next level of your life's work.
Isn't
And
that so exciting?
and having this as a tool supports you tremendously in that.
So many tools. There's so many tools that support us in that, and at different levels of the ascension journey. And
Yes.
so that's why I like to say, because people ask me all the time about the different modalities. I get that a lot because I do retreats in Sedona, and I just get that a lot of like, why did you choose your modality, and what's the difference between the shamanistic or the Reiki or the Akashic or all the modalities? They're all tools that are very useful at different levels of your ascension.
Yes.
So if one pulls to you more than the other, perhaps that's the key that unlocks the next one for you to ascend and go to the next modality. So I always like to share that piece. But if I were to ask you, Jennifer, the three biggest main benefits of not only number one, tuning into Akashic Records on your own, but how too does the certification, because I'm going to ask you to share a little about that too, that you're offering. What are the three biggest benefits here for people who are looking for expansion in life and business?
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to narrow it down to just three, actually. The first one I want to mention, because I know that this is at the top of mind for so many people, especially in the transformational times that we're living in, is supporting you in having a clear sense of self and why you're here. Being able to directly access yourself at a soul level to receive guidance, from your higher self around what you're here to do. And absolutely every person here on this planet has a purpose and a reason why they're here. The next one I would say is the powerful healing that can take place from working in your records. Every perceived conflict that we have with others or ourselves, or what we see that is happening in the world, comes from a belief, that we're separate. And we're not separate from, each other. We are separate and each have unique paths. However, we're also all connected. And so having a tool that can provide you with the ability to go in at a soul level and get to the root cause of whatever challenge you're experiencing is invaluable in helping you to expand on your path, right? And the third one I would say is that the record keepers are so helpful in discerning truth and in guiding you into being embodied in your own truth. It's really important, going back again to the times that we're living in here, to know what truth is for you, what it feels like in your body. And whenever you're questioning that, because there is just so much information, out there, having that tool in the guides and the record keepers to essentially be part of your divine support team and helping you discern that is really important too. So those would probably be, the top things I would say for accessing the records yourself. You can also learn how to access records for others,
which could be very helpful, even just as not even just, but as a thought leader or a coach or somebody in another industry, that also just adding that tool to be able to create a deeper level of coaching. Share with us a little bit. So if somebody has never even heard the word Akashic Records, I know you have different levels of training, which I want to talk about now, that, but is level 1 training something that they could learn how to access first for themselves? Could you tell us a little bit about the level 1?
Yeah. So I know I had mentioned at the beginning of our conversation, but simply put, the Akashic Records is the storehouse of information for your soul, for all of your soul is eternal, and all of its experiences, your beliefs, emotions, relationships, past, present, future, all the dimensions of you are all there, right? So this certification program is 3 parts, and there are 3 levels. The first level, level 1, is all about learning how to access your own records. The second level is focused on once you've had level 1, then teaching you how to access the records and support others in their own healing and ascension. And then the third level is focused on learning more advanced healing technologies that serve you on your own journey, along with your readings for other people. So level 1 certifies you in terms of accessing your own records. Level 2 then certifies you as an Akashic Records consultant. And then level 3 certifies you as an Akashic Records master consultant.
Wonderful. Wow.
And so next weekend, the 14th, we're teaching the level 1. I'm teaching the level 1 class. And I can provide a link for you too, for everyone, so they can kind of check out more of the detail behind what I'm talking about. But level 1 is scheduled for next weekend. And if you're only guided to take level 1, that's fine too. It's just really whatever you're feeling drawn to, right?
And level 1 is for anyone and everyone that is ready to dive deeper into this, the true essence of who they are, really, essentially at the bottom of the day. That's what you're diving into, going in there and being able to access the truth of who you are, and on all the dimensions and all the levels and all the timelines, and which is huge.
Yes. I feel guided to mention as well that even if you're feeling guided to take only level 1, right, to access the records for yourself, I talked a little bit earlier about one of the top 3 things that you had asked me about, and as being clear in your sense of self, but so much more and so much deeper beyond that. Learning the records, it not only helps you to achieve that clear sense of self and that healing, but it also really brings to the surface and blows open, just that's the best way I can think of to put it, the full spectrum of your spiritual gifts, of your soul gifts, and enhances, how you're showing up here to serve humanity. So it really, there really aren't words for how expansive and tremendous it is to experience that, and then to be able to take that and serve others with it.
Yeah, that makes sense though. I talked a little bit about that yesterday. You guys have laughed, but it's hard to put words on the things that we're doing, because we are creating the next reality, if anybody gets that, right? So it's hard to describe some of these things.
Yes.
It's about feeling it. It's about taking a step towards complete and full embodiment of self. And it's hard to describe sometimes. But that's why I love that. I'm going to circle back to something you said earlier. You have to feel it in your body. You have to feel truth. You said you have to feel truth in your body. You
Yes.
have to start feeling things in your body when you ask yourself, is Akashic, is this for me? You have to start to learn how
Mhm.
your body responds to things. And so I have
Yes.
to say that because it's hard to describe things anymore. I tried to do that for the last 3 years, like describe Sedona. And I'm like, no, I can't.
Right. I
You have
still,
to
believe it or
feel
not, I
it.
still haven't been there, by the way. I need to get there. I wanted to just add on to what you were saying just now. It's so important to know what truth feels like in your body. I want to say specifically, because I know that I have experienced this on my path, and I know that others do too. As a way shower, you're living in a time where, I mean, societal structures are crumbling, and you're feeling guided. Your life's work is something that you don't see anyone else doing. And there's a reason for that. But what can happen as part of the human experience and all of the conditioning and programming is that you might question that sometimes. And having this connection with your records through your soul really is such a huge support in dispelling any of that confusion or distortions in your energetic field that you experience from being a way shower, right? I don't know, I think I posted something today or Monday, I don't remember, but I talked about how there's no playbook for what you're here to do. And it's natural to question yourself as a human, right? So having that support essentially on demand, establishing a clear path to be connected with yourself at a soul level is just really, really priceless in navigating that path as a way shower. And I know there are a lot of us here, so I felt guided to bring that
It's
forward.
fun that you would circle back to that too, because when I was in moving meditation this morning, I heard something to that thing, that there is no playbook because we create. Every thought that I have creates my reality. It always has, and it always will. And once we accept that truth, we start writing the playbook. So it's interesting, but that's where I am. Like, no, I'm writing the playbook now. I don't.
That's what it is. I mean, even within, it's almost like, there's the old paradigm and then there's the new paradigm. And now there's like the new paradigm, you know, obviously you feel drawn to whatever your soul is calling you to learn, right? In this life. It's just so important to be crystal clear in your connection with yourself.
To feel it, like we just,
Yes,
again,
to feel
should
it
say it
in
again,
your
because
body.
apparently some people have got to, you have to feel it in your body. And the only way you can start feeling your body is to get your ass back in it and start feeling it. Start feeling your yeses and feeling your no's and listening to the callings, because like you said, as way showers, you're questioning because maybe it feels so far off, but you're a way
Yes,
shower. Or it doesn't feel like I've never done that before. Well, you're a way shower. Or I don't know what it looks like. Well, you're a way shower.
right. Tune in, right? What does it look like? Exactly. Exactly. That connection with yourself, it also helps, like I was kind of alluding to before, just bringing to the surface that the full spectrum of your soul gifts, because there are so many people here that have wisdom from other incarnations already, wisdom of advanced healing technologies that after thousands and thousands of years we're being called now to bring them back forward. And so being connected with yourself at those depths is tremendous in bringing that out. So like learning the Akashic Records, yeah, you're learning the Akashic Records, but oh my goodness, it's taken you on a journey, right, to
Mhm.
yourself.
Mhm. such a great expansion there. Well, thank you for sharing all of that. Will you just reflect to us one last time when the level 1 training starts and just what that looks like as far
Yeah.
as meetings or time or things like that?
Yeah. So the level 1 training is next weekend on January 14th and 15th, both days. It's planned each day from 10 a.m. Pacific to 5 p.m. Pacific. You will receive manuals and other tools and instructions to prep for the training. If you're unable to attend live, because that's the first thing people think about, you can receive the replay and still receive the same potency in energies and learnings from the replay. So
Even sometimes more potency because you actually have set yourself into a.
oh yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So
Definitely. And so the link where you can get the details for the level 1 training, along with options if you're feeling guided to the other levels of certification, is to go to www.jenniferspor.com. So that's JENNIFERSPOR.com/ARC/.
we'll put that link down in the comments too. No worries there.
Sounds
So you
good.
can jump right over to it.
Thank you for allowing me to get on my Akashic Records soapbox today.
Oh my God, I love listening to it.
So passionate about it, just passionate about supporting other people in bringing forward their true light, the full light of who they are.
And, being on here, what a great example that you are of that, that's what it's all about. It's about shining our light and getting up and being willing to share what we're passionate about. And every single one of us has something in us. So to listen to your body, and when things don't feel good anymore, move towards what is, what you can speak and feel in the depth of your belly. We only do this life one time, this lifetime, this one, right? And then the next time,
Yes.
maybe I'll come back and be a big, fat, strong oak tree again. I don't know, but I'm cool with however I come back. But, and what a brilliant way to really get this year. It's a 7-year, a spiritual 7-year, which is magic and magnificence, right? To get yourself into a routine of daily connection through Akashic wisdom, to go ahead and grab that team of record keepers that have been waiting for you this lifetime, right? So it's great timing. It's a great, it's not too invasive of time, and there's replays, so you can do it on any day that you choose. So thank you, Jennifer. Thanks for offering this and bringing it forth for others. So to show the way.
Yeah, thank you. And if anyone, they're taking a look at the trainings, they have any additional questions that come up, definitely message me, send me a message on Facebook directly. And I'm happy to answer any questions that you have, because I want you to feel a full body. Yes.
And if you haven't friend requested Jennifer yet, do that too, because there's all kinds of amazing things that you share with us.
Oh, thanks. I think you're amazing too. It's a love fest. Love.
Yes. Well, always with me. All right, my dear friends, I'm signing off for the weekend, but I am going to do a lot of writing this weekend. So, strap in. Who knows what's going to come out? A lot of channeled writing. But enjoy your weekend, Jennifer. Thank you so much. I'm sending love right here from New Orleans to everybody everywhere. And if you need anything from me, drop into my DMs. There are 2 spots left in our multi-author book, Divine Love. So if you want to talk about it, check in with me. All right, Jennifer, thanks so much. Bye for now, everyone.